This is Newcap News with Nerman Esau.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with a warning from Lloydminster RCMP. A powerful synthetic drug commonly used to treat pain in cancer patients has been circulating illegally in the border city over the past year. As Anna Stanislaw explains, officials say fentanyl not only has major side effects but can also cause serious overdoses.
These pills are generally green in color, circular in shape, and have the number 80 stamped on them. A lot of people believe that they're buying Oxycontin from drug dealers.
Fentanyl, also known as green jellies or street oxy, is an increasing concern for police. A member of the Lloydminster General Investigations Section spoke to us off camera to conceal his identity. He says hundreds of fentanyl pills have been seized from the streets each month.
They're much more dangerous than smoking a joint or a crack pipe. The people that I've seen come off these, they're in tremendous amount more pain than people that are coming off, say, alcohol or harder drugs.
People on the street don't know how to measure out dosages properly, and the problem is when they take too much of it, they encounter strong respiratory distress. This has left to cases of ODing.
Pharmacist Tim Hines says it's about 1,000 times more potent than morphine, and there is no fixed dose as it's different for everyone.
For a patient who is opioid naive, having never taken opiates, a dose that a patient who's been on narcotics for quite some time is taking could be fatal. You know, it could cause cardiac arrest, it could cause apnea, which means you don't breathe. It can drop your blood pressure so severe, it can cause, sedation to the point where you end up in a coma.
RCMP say they commonly see people in their early 20s to mid-30s use it and add they're fortunate no one in the city has died from the drug but have seen serious cases.
And I feel for the families that are affected by this, and I feel for the people that are afflicted with this.
Officials say they don't know where the drug is coming from, but it can be commonly seen distributed by organized crime in bigger cities. Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
3 people, including 2 Americans, are facing various charges after a drug bust in Lloydminster last week. More than $5,600 worth of drugs, including cocaine, crack cocaine, and crystal meth, along with $3,000 in cash, was seized after they were found during a routine traffic stop in the city. After investigating, police found out that the 31-year-old driver and a 19-year-old passenger were Americans in the country illegally. They were taken into custody along with the other passenger, a 26-year-old from Lethbridge. All 3 were released after posting bail. They're scheduled to appear in Alberta Provincial Court on November 18th. No names are being released at this time as police continue to investigate. Well, North Battleford RCMP are investigating an alleged break and enter in the city last night on Trudeau Street. The homeowner and his grandson were home at the time when they say a male entered the house through an unlocked back door armed with a knife. The victims fled the home and called police. The male took off a short time later. The suspect is described as being between 16 to 20 years old, wearing a red bandana, gray sweater, and blue jeans. Police say he was wearing something to conceal his face. The investigation is ongoing. Well, a small community just outside of Lloydminster may see a big change on their land. A major developer is proposing to build a work camp on property in Blackfoot. As Annika Notvate reports, there's no final decision yet, but many residents are speaking out.
It's quiet and it's quaint. This is what Lisa Olson loves about living in Blackfoot.
Because it's a small community. We really enjoy the small community feel. We know our neighbors very well. We all get together, all our kids, us as adults have bonfires and just really are a close-knit community.
But there could be some changes coming their way.
Camps North approached the council with hopes of building lodge-style facility, executive-style lodging at Blackfoot. I'm not afraid of it. There's developments happening all the time, and there's concerns raised, and the people raise very legitimate concerns in Blackfoot about having that style of development that close to residential.
We're also worried just about if we do have the fire, the policing, stuff like that can help. Highway 16 is congested extremely as it is, so we're worried about adding, up to 1,000 vehicles already onto the congested Highway 16.
The onus comes onto the municipality to improve services. Like maybe we need more fire trucks. Maybe we can try and encourage the province to put in more RCMP staffing. These are all issues that have to be addressed. Number one, before it goes ahead, and number two, if it does go ahead, then they have to meet, those would be some of the criteria set out in the development permit.
The biggest would be that many people coming into the community that don't care about the community.
Sometimes it doesn't come down to money. It comes down to doing the right thing. And we would like our councillors to listen to our voices and our concerns that have been expressed and do the right thing.
The council will be discussing and going through the second reading of the rezoning decision on November 4th.
Regardless of what happens, some type of development will happen on that property.
Onion Lake Business Development Corporation was unavailable for comment. Anna Knopfate, Newcap News.